Am I live? I'm live. Hey, gang. So you may notice that Mark hasn't joined us tonight. He's had a rough day at work. He has to get up early, so he's got to travel tomorrow for a trip. So he's taking the night off. Completely understandable. This is probably going to be a little bit shorter than live than usual. I'm going to go at least 45 minutes. But I have such an important announcement to make. I cannot wait any longer because our lock boxes are ready. They are in the shop right now. They are $19.99, but for a unlimited time until Friday, they're going to be $4.99 off, so $15 total. It is metal, slit right there. It holds approximately 20 to 30 bills. I did some creative origami and got a little bit more than 20 in there, but that's all the bills I had in me, so I couldn't press it. But if you really packed them in there, they're good. It is a mechanical lock. It is secure. It is metal. It has a great graphic on it. These are awesome. We only have 99 of these in stock, and I'm going to refresh my page right here because I have a feeling that Liz or Robin already bought one because they've been stocking the page since our member live, which we will see. Oh, nope, not yet. So who's going to be the first? All right. Quick announcement for G2E. Our G2E list is right now at 86 people. Remember, we're cutting it off at 100. At 100 people, that's it. 100 is the max we're going to be able to do. A lot of logistics going on already. A lot of stuff been ordered. So 100 is it. Make sure you go register. Be one of those 100 if you happen to be coming to Las Vegas October 7th through the 10th. Come into G2E. The email that's going to go out as soon as we do reach 100 will include a link to be able to get a free expo pass. It's also that first 100 people get our goodie bag, which, and I remember live, talked about those goodie bags. You don't want to miss out on that. If you can make it at all, if you can make the flight still early enough. Flights are been actually pretty cheap. Hotels, they're ranking up there because they're starting to fill up. Regular week in Vegas as well, football season as well. The football games being played on Sunday. So be ready for that. I will be taking questions. Let me try to remember if there's anything else I got to remember. Oaklawn update. A lot of you have asked about Oaklawn. So, and Liz B with 99 problems with a lockbox ain't one. Thanks, Liz. Oaklawn updates. If you do remember, I was kicked out of Oaklawn. I was given a 24-hour ban. I finally got the director of security on the phone, and the director of security said, yes, you can come back. I asked why I was kicked out. I wasn't given any paperwork. Why was I kicked out? Because I was filming. I made it clear that I was not filming at all when I was kicked out. I was not filming. I had not filmed at all that day. So I wasn't clear of the whole thing. She said filming is not a possibility. I do plan to return and talk to the casino manager and a couple other people to try to reverse that because I do not believe she has the final end-all say on that. So I will be going back there to try to figure that out. If for some reason I cannot film, then my money will no longer be spent at that property. I will go somewhere else. There's a great property called Saracen Casino that I really like. It's an hour and a half away, approximately an hour further. But to me, being at a property that appreciates me means a lot. So I'm going to jump right in these questions. Try to keep in mind I am by myself tonight. So there are a lot of questions for sure already. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm just going to hit these up as I see them. Okay, from Bridget. Hi, Mark and Dave. How much money should you play on top dollar, $2 max to get a bonus? Thanks. There's no real formula for this. I have recently in Wendover, I played 100 spins at $2 each and didn't get the bonus. There's no super formula. In my kind of personal mind, I say if I'm half my money down, then if the bonus doesn't come within the next 10 spins or so, then I'm going to be out. There is no rhyme or reason to when you're going to get the bonus. It is completely random. Don't try to think, oh, if I spend this much money, it's going to get it. No. I just try to think of like, oh, half my money's in there, and I allocate money to that machine. So if I put $100 in, I'm down to 50. I don't see the bonus, I'm definitely not going to put another $100 in. So definitely, you know, play at your own risk on those. All right, let's see here. All right, so my friend and I played a few Buffalo games and it appeared glitchy, whereby we should be getting the bonus symbol, but machine skips. Is this a casino trick or is it made to look like that? It is made to look like that. So what you're seeing are those near misses that the game is programmed for. So in Buffalo, if you notice when you get 2 coins, almost all the time the third coin is just off, above, or below the actual play area. That is on purpose. They're making you think it was closer than it actually was. It's it's those games, that's just they're gonna make it to where it seems like it should happen, but for some reason it doesn't. That's how they get you with those high volatilities. Any good game from Mike Frederick? Any good games at Luxor Resort Casino I should play? Luxor actually has a lot of good games. They removed quite of their old school top dollars from the high limit room. They do still have several pinballs. Um, Luxor, you just look around, you can still find some great games. However, if you take a short walk to Excalibur, they have a lot of old school games. They're kind of hidden in the back. They have some 5-line top dollars, old penny ones. They're really cool. Just got to look around Luxor's floor. They do have a good assortment of games. It's getting harder to find, obviously, because they've got more and more of the high volatility video games versus the 3-rail mechanicals. Yeah. Oh, that skipped ahead. I don't know what happened there. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is one from Tommy Williams. At WinStar, in the no smoking area, there's a bank of video card games with a virtual dealer for blackjack. Everyone is dealt the same 2 cards, and the dealer is dealt 2. Is the dealer's outcome predetermined? In any card game, so let's just say there's a digital version of blackjack, a digital version of baccarat, digital version of let it ride. The game has to play out within the same odds as a regular card game. So all the cards are random. It's not like the dealer gets better cards or worse cards than you. The cards are dealt at random on a 52 card deck, or if you're playing blackjack, it could be as much as a 6-deck shoe. Usually that's in the game rules about how many decks you're dealing with. But if it's a game like Let It Ride or whatever, it's a single deck. If it's a game like Baccarat, it most likely is a single deck. But make sure to read those game rules. But it is essentially has to follow all the rules that a 52 card deck might be a 6-deck shoe in blackjack, but those rules would still be the same. Where we at here? Say hi to everybody. We got Drew. We got Penny Pinching. We got Ruth. Hey there, Susan. Hey there, Proud Monkey. Thank you guys for being out there for me. Can't keep it on everything. Liz B. Oh, I'm going to take another refresh over here because I know it's like Liz or Robin. One of you guys is going to be first. I just, come on. Oh, look. Holy crap. Yep. All right. First, Susan takes the cake. First one for Susan. There we go. And then, of course, we have Robin, Richard, Daniel. Thank you guys. Appreciate those orders so much. I will be getting those shipped out. I am putting the stickers on them now. As I showed during our member live, I am actually literally putting the stickers on right now. If for some reason, I will get these out as soon as possible. Give me a few days on it, especially if a lot of orders are come through. I'm going to have to order more stickers. I've got 60 stickers in this first batch, so just be patient on me with that one. But anyone who ordered tonight, I will do my best to get that order out tomorrow, like as best as I possibly can. Was it good? Let me see here. Yeah, it calculated everything correctly. All right, sweet. Excellent. Sweet. All right, that's so cool. I had to put that up pretty quick during the break between the members live and this one. And thank you, Christina. We appreciate you as well. Thank you for that order. All right, let's see where I got these other ones at. for Double Diamond. Why do some videos on YouTube start blurry the first minute and then clear up? That I mean, that could very well be your feed, what your internet connection is. It could be struggling right there on, delivering that best quality. It could be adjusting from a low res to a high res, again, because of, throttling of bandwidth and all that stuff. Generally speaking, almost all YouTube videos are recorded and their quality is pretty much the same throughout. They don't have to worry about the slowness of the internet or anything else like that. Lives, on the other hand, lives depend completely on the signal. So if the signal's bad, it's gonna look bad, or it's gonna look blurry, and then it comes back. Oh man, you guys are killing it today. Okay, where we got next here? What we got next? Looking, paging down. This is so much easier with two people because you can just like go. An hour. I don't know, Adam. I don't know if I can do a whole hour. I just did 45 minutes on the member live, but I'll do my best here. I'm gonna keep going for you guys as best I can. Hey, there's To the Stars. Okay, since To the Stars is here, I got to make sure to mention. There we go. Put his banner up here. Got to go find it. There we go. Make sure that you check out the childrensarmy.org. It is a charity done by our own To the Stars. He works extremely hard on that. His channel, also Vegas Viking. Make sure you go check that out. He does drinks around Las Vegas. Their charity golf tournament is on the 23rd. You can find all that information at their website. They do amazing work with children, getting them mental health help. We kind of forget as adults that it's hard to be a children nowadays. And we were kind of like, I especially was raised a little different. I was raised outdoors. I mean, you didn't come home. You came home when the lights came on and you drank from the hose and all that stuff because that's how we were raised. But now kids spend a lot more time indoors. They spend a lot more time with video games and on the internet. They have different stresses than we did as kids. I should say that I did as kids. You may have had a different childhood, but kids have different stresses. So definitely help them out. Go give them a like, maybe give them a donation. Check out that charity golf tournament. Love the work you're doing, man. Keep it up. Definitely keep it up. I'm gonna leave that banner up there a while until I go to the next question. Hello from Plano. Hey there, Randy C from Plano. How you doing? I'm over here in Fort Worth. We are gonna have a meetup in WinStar in September. Don't know the specific date yet. Still working on that, but coming. More coming soon. All right. Paging. From Paul Keller. Do you have any more videos from Jackpot Nevada coming out? No, Paul, that's all the videos we have from Jackpot. It wasn't as lucrative as you thought because of the filming. There might be some clips here and there, some shorts that we might do with those, but we do have several videos coming out from Wendover. We went to all the properties in Wendover, the Rainbow, Peppermill, that other one, the Red Slipper, the Red Cabaret, the Red Bull. Okay, maybe someone from Wendover can help me out. The Red something, and Montego Bay. We got video for most of those. Montego Bay, not so much, but we got video for most of those. That's going to be coming out, as well as our complete walkthrough of the Wendover Nugget. So hopefully soon on that. Yeah, Detroit Low on to Vegas. MGM Grand Detroit, we more than have to take my money. I bet you they'd be happy for me to film too. I've talked to a couple of the staff there over different internet pieces, and they seem pretty laid back as far as MGM properties go. Like they're more laid back than most. Oh, KFC manager got absolutely wrecked today. Went with 60, was up to 270 and left with 40. Being $20 down after that big a swing, not horrible. Next time, throw $100 in your pocket just to make sure to have that going home. but at least you didn't come back with 0. Let's look at the bright side, okay? You lived to fight another day. And 60 to 270s, that's really good. Uh, oh, we got here from Lynn Henshaw. Hi, Dave. I'm going to Biloxi tomorrow with $300 in free play. What would be the best way to use it for max win? Um, Thank you for that $5 super chat, Lynn. Appreciate it a lot. So the best way for a max win, look for your low volatility games, double diamond, um, even top dollar if they have it there, not the new style, the old style. 7 stars, top diamond, double diamond deluxe, those type of games. Look for those and look for them in a domination that's going to give you the most number of spins. So with $300, $5 would be the max I would go. I would try to stay within that $2 bet, 2 credits to spin, $1 machine, just to give you the most number of spins possible. But if you're wanting to take a little bit of a risk, go in $5, 2 credits, get you 30 spins, maybe catch lightning in a bottle. But that's probably the way you're going to have the biggest bang there. Thank you again for that super chat. Very appreciated. See, here we go. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Still looking in here. Yeah, blurry in the first bit. What am I? Did I scroll? Oops, I scrolled off wrong, didn't I? Okay, here's one here from Donald. Why on games like Mystery of the Lamp, on 1 and 2 cent denominations, you play 50 lines, but on 5 and 10 cent denominations, you only get 25 lines, and $1 you only get 5 lines. That's in order to keep the bet level, so that the number of wagers happen. The game plays accordingly to the number of lines. You're not getting cheated out of that, essentially, if by playing 50 lines for penny or 25 for 10 cent or dollar and 5. The game will play differently on those denominations of how it goes. And you can actually see this happen if you play. There's the Ainsworth game, like, let's go Eagle Bucks. You can play that on a 10 line or a 5 line. It plays the exact same. However, the hits are going to be different because you're going to see more teasers on that 10 line versus the 5 line. But the 5 line is what Mark plays the most, I believe. I think he really likes it. But essentially, it's just, trying to make it a level playing field for betting. A lot of people betting higher do want less lines. What do we got here? Okay, here's one from Nolan. Went to Choctaw last weekend for the first time. I enjoyed the non-smoking. I do too. It's a great non-smoking area and a lot of openness to the place. However, it did not win on really anything, even the low volatility VGT slots. No, that pretty much is how it goes. That seems to be a regular thing. Like, sometimes I don't do well on the VGTs either. On the low volatilities, it's just, not your night. Didn't hit at the right time. It's one of those things that happens. It really does. But, at least you didn't, play a bunch of Dragon Link and wonder why you didn't win. So one of those things, regroup, try again another day. Okay, from Proud Monkey. So I haven't even read this question out, so I'm going to regret it already. Dave, does being Winstar affect your answer if it's Class 2 virtual table game? I know the Class 2 video poker is certainly not random in the sense of normal video poker. That'd be more of a little Joe question on that one because I don't know how the Class 2 version of that plays. The card game I was talking about earlier would be a Class 3 for sure. I'm not aware of the Class 2. It would still have to follow the same rules, but the bingo card would be the randomness of the win still. But that would definitely be more of a little Joe question on that one. And little Joe would answer that for you for sure. Mike might know the question too, Club Mike V over at his channel. But I'm not sure of the Class 2 virtual table games. I have not sought those out to actually see how they play. I'll give it a try next time I'm there, though. Ba, 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 ba. Yes, make sure you buy your lottery tickets. That's right. Just for you to the stars, you don't get a key. You get one key, and if you lose it, the second key is going to cost you. No, no, all sets do come with 2 keys. They're right here. They will be in the box with them. I will make sure of it, and I'll make sure every lock works and everything like that before they sent out. Our 3-wheel slots, good way to build a nest egg. I wouldn't really say nest egg. Nest egg kind of implies that is your savings. Definitely don't do it as a savings. It's a great way to build up your budget for play. It's generally where I start. I usually start on 3 real $1 or 25 cents or 50 cents, you know. I don't usually start higher than that. I like to try to go from the bottom and work my way up rather than try to go on a $5 machine and work my way down. Okay. Also from Nolan here, do you prefer the vibe of WinStar or Choctaw more? I seem to win more often at WinStar, but could be biased. Um, I really like Choctaw a lot. I think the design and layout of Choctaw is right on what a Vegas casino would be. The way they have laid out their new non-smoking section, how they have the new hotel and the parking garage right at the non-smoking section. So you go straight into non-smoking. You have to seek out smoking if you come in that way, which I think is a amazing design. The way it's lit up, the space itself is great. It is not hard to find a bathroom, and you're almost always close to a bathroom at Choctaw. At Windstar's an hour away from me. Choctaw is an hour and 45 minutes. So Windstar's obviously closer. Windstar also gives me better comps, so I hadn't tend to go there much. But the non-smoking room in Windstar is set back. There's not a lot of design elements in Windstar. If you really step back and take a look at the layout, it's essentially a cookie cutter section from I'm trying to remember right. Paris, the one in the beginning, and then it goes Beijing and London and all that. So on that whole section is just a cookie cutter that they've done, and they've called them different countries or, you know, Beijing, different cities, Paris, London, you know, Rome, all that. And Madrid, it's all a cookie cutter, and they just changed the artwork. Um, I don't embrace the laziness of design in that regard. They did design as an afterthought. They didn't kind of do it as a forethought where Choctaw has done. Even Choctaw's old part of the casino is still very laid out very well. It's, you know, laid out in kind of a arcing circle motion, whereas Windstar is laid out in a big L. And it is not possible to go from here where the hotel is to here where the poker room is without walking a third of a mile to get there. So I am definitely liking Choctaw's vibe more, but I do gamble more at WinStar. Go figure. Where am I at here? Where am I at? From Richard Santee. I bought a t-shirt off the website. Very happy with it. I'm glad you're happy with that, Richard. Appreciate that. Sin from WL Gorganis Lawson. Send him a white Russian. If only they transported well. You know, like I could send everybody just like buy a baggie of white Russian. It's probably super illegal to sell them like that, but hey. Oh, and Lucky Ginger Slots. Welcome, Lucky Ginger Slots. Got a Vegas TripAdvisor coupon book today with the link from us. Well, I appreciate you using that link. That saves you. It helps us out a little bit. It doesn't really save you guys money, but we get a small percentage off that, and we definitely appreciate that because that's helping us with Las Vegas Advisor. We are still working on that relationship, trying to get onto their podcast, and hopefully do something special with them. We keep working at it. So far, not so much. But tomorrow's a new day, right? Let's hope for that. Okay, what did I do here? From Roberto, Dave, are they making new games way too volatile to have any fun? Thoughts? Roberto, I completely agree with that. That in the industry right now, in manufacturers, they have noticed a trend in bets increasing. My answer to them is, but you guys are offering higher bets. So let's go back in time to where there's just mechanical three reel slots. I'm at a three reel slot that's $1, 2 credit. I cannot increase my bet. It's not possible. I can play $1 or I can play $2. When you're at a high volatility machine, not only can I play anything from 50 cents to $4, but I can change the denomination from 1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, 25 cent dollars. And I can play anything in that range from essentially a 50-cent bet to a $500 bet on the same machine. So now you're just adding so much more complication to the process, and people naturally want to increase their bets. It's not going to increase your chances of winning. The wins, oh yeah, I win bigger on bigger bets. Well, that's simple math. If you're betting $2, you're basically set by the pay table, which usually on a $2 bet maxes out generally at $1,200 for the high hit, or $1,600 in the case of double diamond as the high hit. Well, if you're on one of the many penny machines and you're betting 50 cents a spin, you still have a chance at $16,000, $30,000, $1 million. And it's almost encouraging you to raise your bet to have a better chance at that grand jackpot. And I do think games are getting too volatile to be fun. They are incorporating a lot of new features, a lot of multiple bonuses, and especially a lot of visualizations like pigs and pots and everything growing. And that gets us to want to play more. But I think at the same time, when that bonus is so hard to get, and then when you do get it, it's so flat as far as what you're getting in return. I think it does take the fun out of it. That's kind of why I just play the games I play. Where are we going here? That is true. It is. Oh, we got Vegas high trollers in the house. These guys have been. Hey guys, take it easy on me tonight. I'm all by myself. These guys have been everywhere. Uh, I don't know if they're going to be at G2E, but I would love to see some faces. That's for sure. That when everybody sees them rolling in. Let's see here. Da-da. Oh, here's from To the Stars. If anyone wants to go to the golf event, send us an email. So make sure, email them. They'll get you hooked up. Okay, looking for questions. Lori Mock headed to Choctaw this weekend. Good luck, Lori. Franklin, I'm assuming you're talking about gambling. It's getting closer. I have to say that the next session of the Texas Congress is going to have gambling as a topic. It is going to be a hot topic. There is a lot. I'm getting texts about it about once a week about signing different petitions, what my opinions are. I go to every single one and I make sure to sign, say, yes, I'm in support. But I want resort gambling. I want there to be MGM and Caesar type properties here. I want to see Boyd. I want to see Penn. I want to see Wynn. I want to see all these places. I do not want to see gas station gambling. I don't want to see a casino at every single gas station, similar to how you do in Louisiana and how you do in Oklahoma, and basically how you do in Nevada as well. I want to see resort gambling. I believe that is the best for Texas, in my opinion. I believe that's the best for everybody. It doesn't dilute it as far as, what everyone's afraid of is gambling corrupting Texas. Well, if it's all in resorts, you have to make sure to go there. You have to purposely want to go to that resort to gamble. So that I think right there is going to be the sort of the definitive factor that keeps us from going something crazy. If you don't understand why gambling and Texas don't really mix, it actually goes back to where a lot of the kind of people who are so afraid of gambling, it's not just the Baptists, it's not just those people, it's people who are really afraid of that criminal element returning to Texas. Kind of remember when Kennedy was shot, okay? The mob was huge in Texas, all right? The mob had a big presence in Texas. That is the element that everyone is afraid of returning. I realize it's not the same. We're not in the 60s anymore. Very unlikely that the mob is going to return to Texas in a force that would be relatable to gambling, just because of the way the corporate structure works now. I don't see it happening. I do understand it's a fear. I just don't believe it's a valid fear. Oh, and from J Dog, where's that at? I got to try to find this thing. Scroll down. Ah, come on. Ah, damn it. This is what I get when I work alone. Here we go. Okay. And from J Dog, thank you for those 10 memberships, J Dog. Appreciate that. If you were lucky enough to get one of those memberships, definitely check out our Discord link. It's on our community page. Go check that out. From Michelle, roulette cheap on Fremont. If you're lucky, you can find it. To me, cheap roulette now is a dollar denomination table, a dollar minimum, $5 on the outside or inside. If you're lucky enough to find that, that is a good table. That is a good cheap roulette. Most all the time now, it is not that cheap. It is a little more expensive. Oh, and from Little Joe, oh boy. Good job holding down the fort, Dave. Thanks. You rock. Thanks, Little Joe. You rock. Appreciate you a lot. Thank you for that super chat. Okay, now I got to find my place to where I was before I lost it. Okay, here we go. I'm somewhere around here. This is really hard with just one person because you're like reading comments, posting comments, answering comments, and then you lose your spot. Coupon book. Okay, doing good here. Scrolling. Oh, gambling granny's in the house. Gambling Granny, I didn't see an announcement, but I guess is Granny Fest off or has it been moved or something else? I didn't get that info. I would really want to make it there one year. Yeah, the idea of it sounds very entertaining. From Galish here, we are selling these new lock boxes. Woo! Oh, that's okay. This is to the stars. You won't need those keys. There we go. Got that little lock box. It is all metal. It is solid. It is a small design. I mean, that fits in my hand very well. Fits in your pocket good. Don't worry. I'll make sure you get those keys somewhere. There we go. Okay, there was Franklin's question. Okay, we're on it now. Now I'm on the right track. Did I bury Mark in the desert on the drive back? J-Dog, you saw him last week. He was perfectly healthy. That's my alibi. Oh, thank you, Cheap Slots and Cheap Gambling. The Red Garter. I was everywhere from Red Bull to Red Slipper. Appreciate that. That was gonna kill me all night long. I was like, what is the name of that place? All right, from West Chong. Why do some real slot machines hesitate after the spin button is pressed? Each time this happens, it will be a non-pay followed by several non-pay spins. The RNG is supposed to trigger instantly, right? So yes, when you hit the button, RNG has already done its thing. It takes a millisecond to do it. Less than a now is nanosecond. It's done before you even lift your finger off the button. It's already been done and decided. Try to keep in mind that the old school slots, the real slots, are mechanical. So sometimes they're going, and it's essentially a gear system, so you kind of have to like understand that mechanical items sometimes have a little issue. You might see them where they stop and bounce a little bit. You might see that hesitation. I know the hesitation you're talking about. I have seen it before. It is just one of those things with mechanical slots. Um, but no, the RNG is still there. It's still present, and it's triggered instantly when you're doing it. You just got to remember that the wheels have to spin. They have to show you the result. Okay, let me see where I go here. Oop. Oh, wait, from K Pasta One. Not a question, but a comment. Watch Dave's Monday video. That was Mark's video. I'm Dave. He's Mark. Why the winning odds can't be published. I just want to thank you guys for being an advocate for us. We definitely will never stop. We keep trying to get answers. We try to go. We're still trying to get someone from Gaming Commission to meet us at G2E and talk. It is so hard to get this communication going. Manufacturers, I can understand. There's a lot of proprietary information. There's a lot of intellectual property involved. I can understand why they don't want to publish a lot of information, but at the same time, why? Why is it so difficult to share a par sheet? You know, it shows you how the game is played. That should be fairly simple. It shouldn't be just an industry specific thing. However, I do understand, same time, remember, same time I understand that that is their proprietary information. That is specific. People sign NDAs before they see par sheets. So all that math is very hidden and very secret because that's the source of their game. And so I do understand why. I don't agree with it, but I do understand it. Now, on casino sides, with what payback percentages certain machines are, that used to be a thing to advertise. 10 years ago, you couldn't go into a freaking casino without seeing what the payback percentage on everything. These are 97%. Well, these are 99%. I remember seeing one that was 100% payback. Does that mean you put $100 in, you're getting $100 back? No, but eventually it does. These were all things that were really hot for a while and then they just died out. Maybe they'll come back and maybe they'll be more of a set thing, but we'll have to see. I don't know. I'm not optimistic about the industry changing. I do want to see it change and I'll keep fighting for it, but definitely yeah. Okay. Yeah, Nolan, I do too. I wish they had an actual non-smoking casino that was like, it's part of the casino that was non-smoking rather than you get those whiffs of smoke every once in a while. And vaping is smoking. I see people vaping in the non-smoking room. I'm like, hey, that's smoking. Yes, I realize it's not smoke. We're not going to get into the physics of what smoke is and is not, but it is something you're breathing into the air and it's something I breathe in. So, okay, where we at here? Oh, from Jay Babbitt. Lynn, Harris in Biloxi has old style top dollar and pinball. So there you go, Lynn. Hopefully your free play is with Harris. That'd be awesome. And look at Proud Monkey showing the sharing up the lockbox. Appreciate that, Proud Monkey. Valerie Hinton, yes, we do go to Choctaw. It is just farther for us, and all our comps are at WinStar. So we have our free play, our food, and our hotels at WinStar. It's really hard to go to Choctaw or to justify going to Choctaw when our comps are there. We are working on it. We're trying to gamble at Choctaw more. We want to gamble there more. It's like just trying to make yourself go. From Vegas High Trollers, why does my local Indian casino have both bingo and non-bingo versions of Buffalo Gold? On which one is better to play? So I don't know which casino it is. But I'm just going to give you the example of WinStar Casino here because that's the one I have closest to me. The reason they may offer the bingo version and the non-bingo version is, for one, the bingo version may have been owned previously before they bought the Class 3 version, the non-bingo version. And the Class 3 version, I cannot say 100%, but almost always the Class 3 version is going to be set at a lower payback than the bingo version. We have it on good authority that most of the bingo machines are set very high limit. Doesn't mean they all are, but most are. So just using WinStar as an example, the class 3 would be at a lower payback percentage, and then bingo would be at a higher payback percentage. The bingo slots would probably have been owned first. Just guessing on that one for if they owned them previously or not. Okay, here's one from Roberto here. I've noticed some online games offer a higher return to player if you buy the bonus rather than spin it. I'm wondering if this is the same for buy a bonus in games of land-based casinos. So online games are beholden to no one. They don't have to follow. They can do whatever they want. Jackpot Party is just a game that Light and Wonder puts out. Pop Slots, another one, especially if you gamble at MGM properties. Pop Slots, the whole My Vegas suite is the way to go. But they don't have to do anything that's essentially how much it pays back or anything. They're just trying to get you to buy more coins. So a lot of the times you have these massive losing sessions. And then when you are able to bet a good amount, you have these great winning sessions. So it's really not fair to compare online versus land-based because of the regulations that land-based has to follow that online does not. But the buy the bonus, I would almost be willing to bet it is not going to perform the same way that it does in an online casino. Remember, the online casino wants you eventually to lose it all, so you buy more coins. Whereas land-based casinos really don't want you to lose it all. It may seem like that sometimes, but that's not their goal, is to make you lose it all. They really do want you coming back regularly. Stay away from buy a bonus though. It's never worth it to buy a bonus. You may get that one big win out of 10, but that's not really going to make it for you in the long run. And Janet purchased a Lockbox too. Thank you, Janet. Oh, and K Pasta purchased too. Oh boy, I don't even want to refresh this list. It might be looking bad. Dave may gonna be up late making these things happen. Oh boy, how many we got here? Oh, oh, yeah. It's gonna be a late night. All right. That's about, I don't know, 20 or 30 of them sold. Okay, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for those. Bought a box for my friend too. Thank you, Michelle. It's very generous of you to buy your friend one. Okay, so from Ruth Just a Girl, when you have a choice of lines of 3, 5, or 10 on penny slots on denom of $1, are the odds the same? Not sure if I said that right. I get what you're saying. Um, the payback percentage is probably going to be really similar across all of those. Um, you know, it's definitely going to play different for each time you change the lines. If you're on 3 line, it's going to seem like you need to be on the 5 line. And then as soon as you switch to 5 line, it's going to seem like you should have been on 9 line or 3 line. And then when you switch to 9 line, it's going to seem like you should be on 5 line or 3 line. It's just the way the game plays out. It's not really indicative of how many lines you're playing. It's just the way the machine is programmed through. But the payback percentage is going to be pretty much the same across the board on all the lines. Let's see here. Let's get that one. Randy C. Yeah, definitely give Choctaw another chance on Friday. They're pretty good. Oh, also from Randy C. $5 super sister. Thank you, Randy. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, and I missed one here from Coins and Goals. $4.99 super chat. Can you have the cashier take you off the electronic check system if it tends to break your bankroll? Electronic check system, you mean like for paying yourself out on that or cashing a check electronically? Either. So let's just say cashing a check electronically. You can absolutely say, do not cash a check for me. Most casinos are going to say we don't do that. But a lot of casinos now are getting to the point where they won't do services for you if you ask. Like if you say, look, I don't ever want to do this or that, they'll put that note on there. If you ask and they say no, I wouldn't gamble there anymore if you think that's going to be a problem for you. So definitely take that into mind, take that into account. If you mean the electronic paying system, you have to opt into that anyway. It's something you have to opt into. Thank you for that super chat and thank you for that question. Okay, where are we going here? Okay, how far is Kashada from you? 7.5 hours, roughly. It's about 6 to Lake Charles, roughly 6. If I drive like I drive. So yeah, we were there a few months ago, and I liked it a lot. Da, da, da. Okay. From EJ laughs a lot. Since I closed my credit line, my comps got cut in half. Shame, but still worth the lack. Still worth the lack of worry. Uh, EJ, so whenever you have a line of credit, it's just like a credit card. You get a lot more offers from your credit card when you have a larger credit limit because they want you to use that credit limit. And so their offers come as incentives to do that. And so it's the same thing. So yeah, when you have a line of credit, your comps are definitely going to be based off of what your potential debt is, essentially like a credit card. Double Diamond, how do I enable receiving gift memberships? So there is a settings bar in there, and maybe Proud Monkey can help you out with that, or maybe someone already has helped you out with that. It's a setting in YouTube. You do have to be subscribed, so that's a kicker. You do have to be subscribed in order to get a gift membership. I have been on several lives. I've been subscribed to several channels. I've never gotten one. It is a random thing, but I believe there's a little setting inside of your YouTube settings about enabling receiving gifts, gift memberships. All right, from Thomas, with all the different players cards you have for Vegas, which I do have a lot. Which property you believe gives the best comps if you were on the same level at all properties? Best comps, best comps overall. This is really difficult because you're weighing a lot of different things in about what you value. If I had to take a guess, and this is just my personal opinion on who has the absolute best comps, I'm gonna go with either the Plaza or the One properties, Circa, the D, the California, and yeah, I'd say that's about the best ones. They they do really great because they're trying to attract you. Um, I played a little bit at the D, like not even a whole lot, just a little bit. I get free offers, not just Sunday through Thursday, which is all I get from some properties, but I get weekend offers. You know, when they say, "Here's your room," they mean weekends included. Resorts World has all these exclusions. Um, Different properties have like when you can and cannot, how often, how quick your comps bookings sell out. So if you don't hurry up and all these get banked, and Caesars was notorious about this, they'd send an offer and there's only 100 of those rooms available, gone. Uh, but I've never seen an issue with the D of the California or Circa. They they send you a lot of offers. So I'm gonna say one of those is gonna be your best in Vegas. I am still the MGM gambler. I like the properties. I like the perks that I get. That's just me. In my younger days, I hopped casinos quite a lot, and I went from essentially all around. I was not very loyal at all, and that probably was better for me in the short run, but in the long run, it probably definitely did hurt. Still great properties though. Okay, let's see here. What's the volatility on Who Wants to Be a Billionaire? Probably a lot. A billionaire or a billionaire? You mean the game Opinions? It's probably pretty high. They don't have a whole lot of money to pay out anymore. That's ever since you know, was it Jack? Jack was Benny's son, or Benny was Jack's son. Whoever screwed it up, essentially. Binions was a huge property. It was the horse Binion's horseshoe was the premier property. It was where you wanted to be seen until Jack or Benny. I can never remember which way it is. I want to say it was Jack. Just screwed everything up. It's not a businessman. That's what it was. So from K Pasa 1, any plans to visit Yamava Resort and Casino in Southern California? We are definitely, it's on our list. We would definitely like to go into LA, San Diego, visit those casinos. Time is our only factor there. I'm really going to try to get Mark to on our next possible trip is essentially fly into LA and zigzag around some properties all the way up to Las Vegas. It's going to be a hard sell on that one to him, but we'll see how it goes. And from Jason Damier, good evening, and really appreciate your channel and your spreading of knowledge. I started implementing some of your suggestions, especially taking the little wins and banking them. That's great, Jason. Keep those up. Those little wins will increase. I promise you they will. They will turn into bigger wins. Not necessarily you're betting more and you're winning more, but you're taking home more money. So if you go with $60 and you come back with $80, that's a $20 win. You go with $80, you come back with 120, now you're $40 win. See, it's all those wins that we just don't realize, but they are out there. Let's see where we're going. And with Jim Bednance, yes, it really is not fun play on these high volatility games when most of the time you get nothing and just take. Well, you do get 20 cents back if you're betting $1.80 or 30 cents. So, but I agree with you on that completely. Let's see where you're at. Okay, here we go. From Coins and Ghouls, one thing that sucks when I'm trying to control my bankroll is I'm able to cash a check at the cashier for more bankroll. I maintain some control, but I find it hard. I leave my bank cards at home. Leave your checkbook at home too. It's real important to, especially if you have control issues, if you have that, and there's no shame in that, okay? We all have different weaknesses. As you heard me before, leave your debit card at home. You know why I came with that? Because I had a weakness of using it. And I admit to this day, I still have that weakness, but I fight it. I make sure to resist, especially if you're starting out and you identify those control issues. Limit yourself with those, where you take a budget with you that is your budget and that's it. You leave the credit card at home, you leave your bank card at home, you leave your checkbook at home. Eliminate the possibilities for yourself to sabotage yourself. All right. Keep working at it. It's going to be a long process. It's not going to be today I figured it all out. No, I've been doing this. God, how many years have I been doing this? 30, no, 20, a lot. 32 years. Is that right? 32 years? Something like that. I've been doing this a long time. 31 years. Is that right? 31 years? Oh my God. Yeah, 31 years. Have I got it all figured out? No. Do I still screw up? Yes. But that's okay because I'm doing it to where I can make sure to learn each time. I don't make the same mistake and then keep doing it and wondering what's wrong. I identify mistakes and I keep trying to change and to try to get better. That's all we can do. It's a learning process and it's a growing process. So don't beat yourself up. Limit your exposure to what you can do wrong. So all those things stay at home. Take your cash. We also do sell these timer boxes as well. If you need that, these work as a digital timer. Okay. Put your money in the side, you set the timer, and you can actually have multiple of these to where, let's say this is your budget on Saturday. You're going Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You have your budget on Saturday and your budget on Sunday. You have two of these boxes, one on each. You take your Friday's budget. Now you can't get these until Saturday. You can't get the other one until Sunday. That's limiting your limiting you from yourself. Just keep trying. Just keep going. Always improve. You can do it. Let's see where else have I missed here. That's right. Hey, Helen. Pot filling games are a turn off. I avoid them. You should talk to Liz and Amanda. Gambling and Grady. Can't wait for G2E. I am getting excited about it. There's so much stuff going on. We talked about it in members live. We got a lot of stuff in the works. Lots of things in motion. Literally, there are many irons and many fires right now. Scrambling as much as we can. We are still trying to pursue hitting as many subscribers as we can, try to roll in there like big shots. 75,000 is probably not going to happen, but make sure to like, share, subscribe. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Maybe it'll keep working. Maybe hit the subscribe button over and over again, but make sure you land on the subscribe part. Yeah, slot hits. I have heard that. Um, I who's gonna see that though? You know, they're just gonna have a picture of it in the sky, and you're gonna see that. I think they could have worked better with a better, presentation on the outside and the inside rather than what it looks like from the sky. But I understand it's where you start versus where you go. From Lockwood Larson, will Texas casinos have both Class 2 and Class 3 machines? Unclear about that so far. It depends on kind of what happens. I could see it going both ways, but let's just say, for instance, the major players in the game right now are the Sands Corporation, MGM, Caesars, Penn, Boyd. I do not picture any of those properties having Class 2 gaming. I can see for sure different tribes, different reservations, um, tribal gaming throughout Texas having Class 2 to start out. I would go play, but I would definitely think that the major players coming to resort would most likely be Class 3 gaming. Not 100%. It could go either way at this point, but right about now, I'm pretty sure we're going to see Class 3 gaming almost exclusively, and Class 2 will be sort of a novelty. All right, got here. I'm coming up on an hour. I said I was going to do 45 minutes, coming up on an hour. So I'm going to start wrapping up. And Vicky agrees with me. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate that. I just think that's going to be what's best for Texas. We just don't need everything. Paul, 3 major casinos in Texas would be good. I kind of think Texas could handle 8 to 10 major casinos, like big resorts, because of its size and demographic. I could see in the Dallas-Fort Worth area there being 3 to 5 alone, and then the rest of them being spread out through the state. I would very much like to see a large casino sort of east of Dallas, maybe something near Waco. I could see a couple of places. Waco would actually be a great location. Actually, Hillsboro would be a great location for North Texas gambling because both 35s hit that. And I think that would kind of be like a really great location. I can also see a couple properties around Houston, obviously, a couple around Austin, San Antonio. We have such a huge state here. I don't think 3 casinos is going to be enough, but at this point, I'll take one. That's what it takes to get the ball started. And you are true, slots hits. WinStar just did grow from a single bingo tent. It was a steel building. And I do not, I don't blame them for the way they started and the way they grew. It was sort of when they just kept doing the same thing and they had the money to change. Okay, I got that one. Sparkle jar. What did I say? I didn't say a bad word. I don't know. I don't have a sparkle jar anyway. That's Mark's thing. Yes, cheap slots and gambling. $15 single zero wheel at the plaza. Monday through Thursday only. That's the thing. It's Monday through Thursday. It is actually a decent wheel. It's a newer wheel. I used to like the older one they had. So remember, I came from the roulette world. That's where I started gambling, was essentially roulette. And I would look for what are called weak wheels. So you're looking for wheels that are older and have the buckets rounded off on them. Those were the days. Now all the wheels have been replaced. They're all brand new. And for a while there, you're seeing the suicide slots that were like that deep. Ridiculous how the ball would stick. Da, da, da. From Door Baby, will the casino tell you the slot payback percentage if you ask, or is it available to you? They will not tell you. If you're lucky, you might find a slot attendant or a slot supervisor, slot manager that possibly will tell you a rough percentage, but no, they won't tell you the exact payback of anything. They may give you a ballpark, they maybe say in the range of, but they will not give you a full exact thing. It's one of those things they want to keep that a secret. They don't want people to know, hey, here's what we're paying back, so another casino can pay back slightly more, or maybe slightly less. And yeah, a it's a big crazy game. All right, let me do one more here. All right, we'll do a coach a couple more. Cheap slots and cheap gambling. Has the thought of coming to Atlantic City ever dropped away? We're working on it. Atlantic City is high on our list. It's one of those things where go here, go there. Like, well, hold on. We still have jobs. We still have things to do. Atlantic City is high on our list because we do want to hang out with our East Coast friends over there. NJ Slot Guy, Old School Slots, and some others. We want to definitely say hey with them and go onto their turf. Oh, so Granny Fest is limited this year to the remodel at Ocrates, but doing a meet and greet October 11th. Would love for you to stop by. I will definitely try to. I can't remember which day I'm leaving, but I will definitely try to stop by. I would like to. Okay, so I think that's it. Okay, I'm gonna go with that's it for now. If I didn't get to your question, oh, hold on. Okay, nope. Okay, okay, all right. I want to make sure I'm good here. Randy C got that one. Oh wow, there's so many questions to get to. I'm sorry, gang. They stacked up on me, and please make sure to ask your question next week. I'll have Mark back here. It'll be a little easier for me. Thank you for bearing with me for holding down the fort by myself. There were a lot of pages of questions I didn't even get to. But now I've got to go. I've got to fill up a lot of these orders for a lot of these gambler boxes. Gamble smart, gamble safe, everyone. Thank you so much. Appreciate every one of you. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and make sure to check out the children'sarmy.org. Have a great one, guys.